you this, and I want to show you now something, viewers. This is very consistent with the mindset. You remember, viewers, in 2016, in February of 2016, Rahul Gandhi stood alongside the Tukre Tukre gang, the Kanhaiya Kumars, the Umar Khalids in JNU. That was February 2016, February 13 to be precise. Those are pictures for you there in JNU, where they had said, Bharat tere tukre tukre honge. These are the allegations against Kanhaiya Kumar and even Umar Khalid. In fact, they're so strong that even the Aam Aadmi Party decided that the time has come for them to be prosecuted under the law for sedition. On the right today, a Congress leader in Ladakh has come out and said, Ladakh ke tukre tukre honge. He has come out and said that he would wish and hope that the Chinese would occupy both Kashmir and Ladakh. Give Kashmir to Pakistan and take Ladakh. This is a Congress elected member of the Autonomous Council there, viewers. He's a member who speaks because he has been elected by Ladakhis. I want you to listen to this man's words. Pay close attention to what he says. He's speaking to a friend. This conversation went viral. The Congress party, caught with its pants down, had to sack this person. Not that they have sacked others. On the same day as this man, Zakir Hussain, the former Congress councillor, and I'm only calling him former because he was sacked at around 4 o'clock, viewers. Salman Soz, the Congress leader, and Hussain Dalwai, another senior Congress leader, both of them were making, again, anti-national statements or the equivalent of those. One, communalizing the Galwan situation, and the other, trying to suggest that the RSS had sent our martyrs to their deaths. But first, listen to Zakir Hussain. Listen to him.
चाइना वालों ने सारा ब्लैक बेल्ट लेके लाके इनकी धज्जियां उड़ा के रख दिया. इन्होंने गोली चलाई नहीं. इनके चाइना के वो ब्लैक बेल्ट, वो कमांडोज वगैरह आ गया, धज्जियां उड़ा के चला गया.
अच्छा, ये गलवान कितना बड़ा एरिया है? ये गलवान एरिया
ये बहुत बड़ा एरिया है यार. 135 किलोमीटर ये अंदर आ चुका है. तो अब अंदाजा लगा क्या ये मारेगा? अगर
ये चाइनीज फौज 135 किलोमीटर अंदर आ गया हमारा एरिया में.
हाँ, अगर इनमें ताकत होता तो वो पहले मारने से पहले उनको 135 किलोमीटर आने नहीं देता. उन्होंने मार के 135 किलोमीटर इसलिए इनको भगाया है यार. तब ये चाइनीज और चाइना वाले 135 किलोमीटर अंदर पहुंचा है.
कसम से
हालत बुरा है.
अच्छा,
हाँ, वरना वो मोदी कितना चिल्लाता था, सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक.
अब कितने फौजी मर गए वहाँ?
देखो निसार, ये एग्जैक्ट फिगर दे नहीं रहा है, लेकिन मरा बहुत है. बहुत ज्यादा मरा है. अभी तक ये 20 बोलते हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कम से कम 200-250 लोग इनके मर चुके हैं.
अच्छा, उनका कोई मरा नहीं है वैसे? मत
उनका भी मैंने सुना है कुछ जख्मी हुआ है, मरा नहीं है. ओ यार, अगर पेंगोंग लेक ले लिया ना तो फिर हिंदुस्तान के पास बचता क्या है? फिर ले और करगिल करना क्या है हिंदुस्तान को?
ओ यार, तो एक काम कर, पैसा शैसा कुछ जमा रखा है, तू इधर आजा, मैं तेरे को मकान दिलाऊंगा.
कुछ होने वाला नहीं है, सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. सिर्फ बस ये ले का आधा हिस्सा जो है चाइना लेना चाहिए बस. फिर पता क्या होगा? फिर दिल्ली में मोदी की माँ बहन लद्दाख यूटी के 1000 टुकड़े हो जाएंगे.
Viewers, their hatred for the Prime Minister is so great that they want to see Ladakh being captured by the Chinese, so that Modi can then, and I don't even want to utter the words, but can be hauled over the coals, let's put it politely. Now, viewers, this is the mindset. We would not have even carried this particular conversation because it seems so outlandish. One could never have thought that a elected Congress leader could be saying these things, but for the fact that the Congress actually sacked him. They acknowledged it was his voice, that he was having this delusion with his great friend. And I don't want to dignify this madness by trying to fact check it, but as you know, no 200 or 250 Indian braves have fallen. We're an open society, we're a democracy. We can't lie about these things like the Chinese do. 20 Indian braves have fallen. They sacrificed their lives. And China is certainly not 135 kilometers into our territory, viewers. Vivek Narayan joins me from Leh. Vivek, I believe that the Ladakh, the people, the patriotic, brave people of Ladakh are incensed. They can't believe what they've heard. And they are very angry, and there are protests taking place in that area in Leh.
Well, Rahul, more than anger, they are saddened by that fact that one of their own has actually come out with a statement, has been caught with his audio recording. The fact that nobody's questioning the fact that, who has recorded this audio is in itself a surprise, because there are a lot of armchair analysts who wait there and look at all these things in our big metro cities. But here in Ladakh, the reality is different. Each and every Ladakhi considers himself as a patriotic Indian. Now, ever since, remember in that conversation, the last statement that gentleman said, that Mir Jafar there said was, इस यूटी के टुकड़े कर देंगे, लद्दाख यूटी के लाखों टुकड़े कर देंगे. Now, this is something that these people just cannot bear with, because they have been through what they call, Srinagar has been taking whatever was due to us. Politicians there all through these decades have been taking whatever was due to us. Now that we've got our own freedom, now that we are a union territory, we feel much more stronger. They want to contribute to the nation and the way the nation is functioning. Remember, Rahul, I am standing here at Leh now. 198 kilometers due east as a crow flies is where the conflict happened. It's almost, it's in single digit the temperature here. It's quite windy here. And out there, it's sub-zero. And the condition of those men who are serving there is something that we cannot fathom. So every time we make a statement about these things, one must understand the difficulties through which these men in uniform are going through. Yes. It's not the first time the Chinese have tried to buy out people. Remember, in the past 3 or 4 decades, there has been a state policy of the Chinese government and the Communist Party to buy out people called the silver bullet policy. If they don't agree with you, with their cultural imperialism, with
Yes.
their other means to impress upon you, they buy you out.
Yes.
And this buying out does not necessarily mean giving money. There are other ways. It can be a Peking duck given in a 5-star hotel in Delhi, Rahul.
Yes, absolutely. I think, Vivek, you put it beautifully there for our viewers. I just want to ask some questions. Thanks indeed, Vivek. Take care. I want to bring in Tehseen Poonawalla and General G.D. Bakshi. Actually, first, I don't want to legitimize this. I want to bring in General G.D. Bakshi first, because I know what Tehseen will say. This is also Modi's plant. Modi cooked this up. Maybe Modi was speaking and not the councillor. He will probably not even acknowledge that the Congress has sacked this councillor. When I ask him why, okay, if this gentleman has been sacked, then why shouldn't Salman Soz be sacked? Because Salman Soz has actually done something even worse. He's tried to inject religion into the tussle in Galwan, saying Galwan was a servant, and he's referring to the individual after which Galwan Valley is named. Galwan was a servant of Prophet Muhammad. In other words, he's a Muslim. Hindu bigots abuse the religion of the Prophet, which is Islam. Now bigots care about Rasool Galwan Valley. Now viewers, at a time when China is trying to exploit every little fault line that runs through this country, you are sounding like the Mir Jafar who lost us Bengal. And from there on, lost us pretty much this whole country. General G.D. Bakshi, what do you make of this? Where is this coming from?
Rahul, I disgusted. As a soldier, it is despicable. The other day, you showed on your channel a Ladakhi woman, a brave Ladakhi woman, a spirited Ladakhi lady who was standing with a khata for hours. And when she was asked, Amma, तुम्हारा कोई फौजी भाई है, तुम्हारा आदमी चोट खाया, अस्पताल में कौन है, तुम्हारा बेटा है? She said, no, these are our soldiers. And I want to honor them. Just contrast that, Rahul, contrast that fidelity, that spirit which warms the cockles of your heart. I mean, that lady, she came across with true feelings.
Yes.
I mean, the Ladakhis, let me tell you, are the bravest Indian soldiers that I have seen. They are what the old Gurkhas used to be. Simple, childlike. But they are, and there are no better mountain troopers than the Ladakhis. For somebody who belongs to that area, to defile that sacred land by the kind of utterances, foul utterances that he's made, when the enemy is at the gate, then you come out with statements like this. It is despicable. I can't understand this value system. I can't understand, lives there a man with a soul so dead, who never to himself had said, Rahul, this is my own, my native land. Your bones, your body is fashioned by the earth that you treat every day. You despicable man.
He should
you treat that earth. And she gave you this body.
He should come out and apologize to the people of Ladakh.
You defile your country.
It's no good. It's no good being sacked. Rahul Gandhi should come out and apologize on behalf of Zakir Hussain to the people of Ladakh. Nishant Verma, Rahul Gandhi hasn't tweeted against Zakir Hussain. He hasn't tweeted against Salman Soz. Neither has he tweeted against Hussein Dalwai, who says that our braves never killed anyone on the Chinese side. I don't want to count body bags as a sign of valor, but certainly, sir, certainly. Come on, even the Chinese have admitted they have had casualties in an official release. And Congress leaders are sitting there and doubting the valor of our forces, their ability to fight back and defend this country. I mean, what's going on? Maybe Sanjay Jha was right.
Thank you.
Is this also a tape that was produced by Mr. Modi? And you will call him event manager again? Is this also his intelligence failure that he could not think that Zakir Hussain was going to say all of this and he should have actually preempted it? Tell me, Nishant Verma.
I just need to make two basic points here. Yes, I condemn this Zakir Hussain as well as Nepal Singh of BJP, the member of parliament, who spoke against my army. Okay, this chap Zakir Hussain needs to be in the jail. So is Nepal Singh, the BJP MP, जिसने ये कहा था कि सेना में तो लोग मरने जाते हैं. So these politicians need to control their tongue, number one. Number two, I have heard everybody, sir, and we were talking about how Congress, communists and so on are not standing with India and China. Is that what you are saying? बट सर ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आपने जैसे मीर जाफर बताया ना, मैं आपको इस देश का जयचंद बताता हूँ. आपको थोड़ा सा टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया और
देखिए साहब, आप एक मिनट, आप मेरी बात सुनिए. क्या ममता बनर्जी जयचंद है? नो, इज ममता बनर्जी अ जयचंद? नो, इज शरद पवार अ जयचंद? आई एम आस्किंग यू, सर, इज उद्धव ठाकरे अ जयचंद फॉर यू? आई एम आस्किंग यू, दीज आर योर allies. No, listen, I'm not going to sit here and listen to you slandering people. This is not right. Sir, please, this is not right. You can't slander people. No, Nishant Verma, keep it above board. Be gentlemanly on this show. You are not going to sit here and slander people. You will not sit here and slander people. You will not sit here and slander people.
टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया
You will not
बनाना चाहता हूं. आप अपनी सिस्टर कंपनी को नहीं मानेंगे.
क्या पूछना है आपको?
कंपनी को नहीं मानेंगे.
बताइए क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
इंडिया 2009, मैं बता रहा हूं ना आपको, सुनिए, आप सुनिए. जयचंद कौन है मैं बताता हूं. टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया 2009 एडिशन, मैं आपको डेट के साथ भेजूंगा. बीजेपी एंड आरएसएस लेड बाय मिस्टर बाल आप्टे एंड माधव, राम माधव, गो टू चाइना. प्लीज बीच में कोई ना बोले, दोष को सुनने दीजिए. एंड मीट कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना इन बीजिंग. एंड पता है वहां से क्या रेजोल्यूशन साइन किया? अ मैकेनिज्म फॉर रेगुलर एक्सचेंज बिटवीन आरएसएस, बीजेपी एंड सीपीसी, विच इज कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना. This is 2009. Similarly, in 2014 November, when Mr. Modi was the Prime Minister, hand-picked people in the leadership of Mr. Bhagat Singh Koshyari, now governor of Maharashtra.
That did not stop the BJP. No, one second. Fair enough. One second. That did not stop the BJP from taking a position condemning China. It didn't stop the BJP for sending. No. Listen to me. From sending a representative to the 70th birth anniversary of Taiwan. 1 minute. You listen to me. Listen. You think that you are great sheikhs here. You have some great facts. All of this is known. Nishant Verma. The point is that one arrangement exists, the other arrangement has been broken. No, 1 minute. You listen to me now. You listen to me. I've heard you. I don't want to shout over you. Nishant Verma, you are quite the vile personality on national TV. You know, 1 second. You listen to me now. Now, this is the difference. 1 second. Let me just lower his voice. Just give me 30 seconds. Viewers, this is very, very critical. And I want to bring in Colonel RSN also. Yes, a large number of agreements are signed at inter-party levels between other political outfits. Yes, it's a fact. There's no doubting that. It's very well known. It's a public fact. But very seldom, viewers, do we see political parties putting those private arrangements above the national interest. A private interest is one thing, but you can't allow it to supersede the national interest. The Congress party, through its own actions, you ask Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary why he was silenced after he called out China's perfidy. You ask him. You ask Anand Sharma why he issued a statement telling him to withdraw his tweet. You ask, viewers, Sanjay Jha as to why he's been shown the door. Now, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I want to ask you. Of course, treaties are even signed between the Labour Party and the Congress. They share space. The problem will begin when the Congress refuses to take on the Labour Party, let's say, of the United Kingdom. If the Labour Party says that we want to ensure that POK now goes to Pakistan. And if you can't bring yourself to condemn that statement, then there's a problem. The BJP is having no problem. They sent a representative, not one but two, to the Chinese greatest today irritant, Taiwan Taipei. To do what? To virtually attend the anniversary. How can you say that the BJP is being held up by some arrangement with the CCP? Explain to me.
Yes, Rahul, you do have a point that there might be a false equivalence there. Having said that, since yesterday, it was not only everyone else, but including most vociferously the BJP spokesperson who wanted to know and were castigating the Congress for having this MOU with the CCP. So it is only fair, as I said yesterday as well, I am curious to know what the contents were. So likewise, I am also curious to know what the contents of the BJP party's MOU or association with the CCP were. You can't be hypocritical wanting to know one and not wanting to know the other. So Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi owes the nation an explanation. Secondly, very quickly, because Tehseen took my name. Now, what I want to say is, and Rahul, we've been on this show over the last week about 3 or 4 times, and every time I have asked a simple question. Does Tehseen agree to the fact that there were 600 incursions between 2010 and 2013? Now, the answer to that would be either yes or no.
Breaking news coming in. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, that question won't go unanswered. I'll get them both to respond. But big breaking news coming in. The Prime Minister has also spoken. And this is what the Prime Minister has told the opposition. And I want to go straight across to Megha Prasad. Megha Prasad, who's been covering this meet all through the day. Megha, can you take us through the Prime Minister's statement?
Yes, Rahul, it's extremely important because the Prime Minister has told all the opposition leaders today, and I'm quoting the Prime Minister. He said, "Na wahan koi hamari," and this is obviously in connection with the standoff with China. He says, "Na wahan hamari koi seema mein ghusa hua hai, na hi hamari koi post kisi दूसरे के कब्जे में है। लद्दाख में हमारे 20 जवान शहीद हुए, लेकिन जिन्होंने भारत माता की तरफ आंख उठाकर देखा, उन्हें वो सबक सिखा कर गए." प्राइम मिनिस्टर क्लैरिफाइंग कि हमारे सीमा में कोई नहीं है, ना वहां कोई हमारी सीमा में घुसा है और ना ही हमारी कोई
that the Prime Minister has clarified, has clarified that no land is in Chinese possession. डिप्लॉयमेंट हो, एक्शन हो, काउंटर एक्शन हो, जल थल नभ में हमारी सेनाओं को देश की रक्षा के लिए जो करना है वो कर रही है. He's given a free hand to the forces, viewers. आज हमारे पास ये कैपेबिलिटी है कि कोई भी हमारी 1 इंच जमीन की तरफ आंख उठाकर भी नहीं देख सकता. In other words, the Prime Minister says we have the capability today to ensure that nobody covets even 1 inch of Indian land. आज भारत की सेनाएं अलग अलग सेक्टर्स में एक साथ मूव करने में भी सक्षम हैं. Because we have built our border infrastructure, Megha, the Prime Minister is saying that we have acquired the capability to move in absolute contingency when the moment arises together in confluence in all the sectors. What else has the Prime Minister said?
I just want to read the last bit because it's very important. He said, जिन क्षेत्रों पर पहले बहुत नजर नहीं रहती थी, अब वहां भी हमारे जवान अच्छी तरह से मॉनिटर कर पा रहे हैं, रिस्पॉन्ड कर पा रहे हैं. अब तक जिनको कोई पूछता नहीं था, कोई रोकता टोकता नहीं था, अब हमारे जवान डगर डगर पर उन्हें रोकते हैं, टोकते हैं, तो तनाव बढ़ता है. Rahul, it's very important. He is saying, he's actually pointing out the reason why there was an escalation there at the border in this part in eastern Ladakh. He says this was almost like a free land for people from the other side who went move around and nobody would question them. But now we have increased our men so much there that at every step people who come in from the other side are being stopped and questioned.
Yes.
And
there's also another reference. नए बने हुए infrastructure, and we have pictures of the new infrastructure that has irritated China, viewers. I'll put that out. नए बने हुए infrastructure की वजह से खासकर LAC में अब हमारी patrolling की capacity भी बढ़ गई है. That's the bridge that is proving to be a fly in the ointment as far as the Chinese are concerned. They are upset about it, but this 60-meter bridge has been completed, viewers. It's a strategic road which is complete. बीते वर्षों में देश ने अपनी सीमाओं को सुरक्षित करने के लिए बॉर्डर एरिया में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट को प्राथमिकता दी है. This is very, very crucial, Megha Prasad. What he is saying is that we have really built up our infrastructure, made ourselves self-reliant, Atmanirbhar, and that is one of the reasons why China is upset. General G.D. Bakshi, stay on with me, Megha. I want to also bring in General G.D. Bakshi. General G.D. Bakshi, the Prime Minister making it very clear, and you've served in those areas, you know. Colonel RSN has also served. Colonel RSN, let me come to you first since you've been raising your hand. Colonel RSN, the Prime Minister making it clear that China is upset because of our capacities.
Sir, that construction of the bridge, you said
Yes.
everything. Now, General Bakshi, he's been my guru. There is something called, when you take defenses, there is something called vital ground or ground of tactical importance. Now, in this case, the bridge happens to be, should be the vital ground or the ground of tactical importance.
Right.
So where are the Chinese? If they were there, they would have prevented us from construction of the bridge. So please, for God's sake, people should not spread canard. And if the Prime Minister says that the Chinese are not there in our territory, you believe it.
Okay. General Bakshi,
You believe it, and I have given you the
literally
reason.
30 seconds on the show. Quickly, sir. I need to wrap out. Yes, 30 seconds. Yes.
Rahul, after the 1962 disaster, people were so cowed down that as a policy we had decided then not to construct roads to the border because it would give an avenue of ingress or attack to China. But what people forgot is that the road that leads from Tel Aviv to Damascus or Damascus to Tel Aviv also leads from Tel Aviv to Damascus.
Yes.
So therefore, in General Krishna Rao's time, we had started this construction program.
There you go.
In 1993, we had that tranquility program.
Yes.
We had that peace and tranquility agreement, and everything came to a grinding halt.
It's only
The
when
Chinese continued
you
with
stand up to bullies that they back down. It's almost axiomatic. I leave it at this. Navika Kumar with the news hour.